Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. We are just going to be running Greater Rifts today. We got 9 Greater Rift Keystones in the last episode, so we're pretty much going to be pushing and pushing and pushing. Right, well I say pushing and pushing. We're going to be running level 75, get these 3 gems quite nicely up, and we'll take it from there. There we go. Get those stacks up. I do like the forest. I think it's one of my favourite tile sets. Channeling pile on that is going to be very helpful. Okay, so now we don't need to worry so much about getting a level right at the start. That can come any point because we're going to be able to double dip for a while. And there is our first double dip. There is a level as well, so everything should get easier from here on out. Straight back into Archon form with all those bajillion stacks that we've got. There is not many mobs down this side. Alright, well let's push into the next area. Smack, 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 smack. The biggest Archon punching ground ever. Ooh, we are out of Archon stacks. Okay, let's try and keep things nice and safe, he says, until they come back. Power pylon. And there we go, straight back into Archon form, gained a level as well, so we'll be able to double dip with the next one. That was a little painful. I mean, we don't have anything at range enough to give us the benefit of our lightning armor, so that's almost certainly what happened there. So yeah, I think until we get more health, probably 75 is going to be the limit of what we can manage like this. And it really is the damage reduction that I feel we need. We're killing things fast enough. Deathwish and Mantled Heal working together to give us quite a nice oomph of damage as we go through. Right. Shield pylon, brilliant. In addition to the shielding, we also get to summon mobs. Okay, that's that corner explored. What have we got down here? I mean, we're doing so well on the time. But time isn't ever really going to be our issue until we reach the point where the Rift Guardian is able to stand up for a long, long amount. And even then, once we start really hammering that arcane torrent on them, they just don't stand up anyway. Okay, so Taguk up next. I do think we need to change Taguk over though. We're just not getting the benefit of it in Archon form. I mean, I suppose we do get the benefit once we're out of Archon form, and that's when we turn into like a proper beastly killing machine. But right, let's jump straight back in actually. Because while we've got that cooldown reduction, it makes sense to utilize it. So then we can double dip like this and really kick things up into a higher gear. And we're almost ready to gain level as well, so that is great. Perfect. Just like a giant sword, just swinging it through the air. I mean, this is definitely a very dangerous glass cannon build. But I love it, as long as you've got it working well. Oh, hello. And when it works well, it really works well. Look at how fast we are shooting through this rift. It's criminal. I love large, highly populated areas like this. I mean, it really plays to this build's particular strengths. Okay, we are out of Archon stacks. We need a bit more experience. Or that. And yeah, it is terrifying when the build conks out. But it doesn't happen very often. In fact, you could say, if the build conks out, it's because we're not pushing ourselves hard enough. It's a terrible thing to say. Don't ever say that. We will need to switch at some point away from the face gem if we want to make consistent progress in the higher levels. But for the moment, we are good as we are. Veracity is gone. And that was a disgusting sound. Okay, so Bane of the Trapped. All extra damage being put out, of course. But more importantly, Gem of my life. Okay, so with that done, we need to start working on at least one other gem in order to augment. And we could use one of our current ones and then just focus entirely on the conquests. But I think it'd be much better for us to try and keep it mixing up. Now we're so close to gaining a level, I'm not just going to jump straight back in. We should be able to manage that fine next time. Ooh, ancient Path and Defenders. Waiting host, fibers, bloom, fibers down. Let's just see if there's anything that we don't have already. Yeah, we don't yet have the Firebirds down, so that's nice. Man, if we'd been waiting all this time just to find that, that would have been so frustrating. I think probably... No, we'll save those just in case. Because we could switch over to these, because we are freezing stuff as well, but I don't know. I think I like the Nemesis braces a lot more. Wait, that's not the right one. This is the right one. Everything else can just go. Right. Points. Because it all helps. And then salvage everything up. Okay. Just reposition in the seat. Next up we're going to be powering up one of our other gems. We could do the gem of ease. We could start on the Bane of the Stricken. Right, let's have a look at the conquests actually. Gems to 65. That's going to be an easy one. Let's just keep pushing our current gems even higher. We've already shown that we're fine working at the level we are. So no need to change things up. And they have so much health. We did gain level, of course, so that has reduced our cooldowns very significantly. Allowing us to double dip, which allows us to actually make this build work properly. I love it when that phase explosion goes off. I know I say it quite often, but it's not a helpful part of the build, it's a fun part of the build. I mean, it is also helpful in its own way, but it's helpful in the same way that someone helps you only knowing that they're going to hurt you later, or helps you because it's going to be hilarious when it fails. Ooh, that's bad. Ah, there we go. Fine. Back into Archon form. We're not going to be able to double dip for a while. But we're not super fragile, so... Yeah, that was actually really low on the number of Archon stacks we got. I mean, we could still do huge amounts of damage. But obviously the concern is about dying. So, Archon form as soon as we can. I wonder whether Death Wish actually affects the Archon version of Disintegrate. I'm pretty certain it would. No, that's Disintegration Wave, it's not Disintegrate. Death Wish has no effect on the Archon form. That's why things are so much easier when we're out of Archon mode. Right, okay. Good to know. I don't think it's going to change the way we do things. But that also explains why the Rift Guardian dies so quickly when we're out of Archon form. Because we're literally doing 4 times the damage. Come on, I need to find more things to get. There we go, that's a nice streak. Also means I'm going to try and take more advantage of being out of Archon form where I can. Right, we're not going to stand in the middle of that. That's a no-no waiting to happen. Ow. Painful. Uh-oh, that's worrying. Right, we can jump back into Archon form, so let's do that. We're fine. We've only triggered 1 death. Now that he's gone, I want to keep moving so I've got the extra damage reduction over here. As long as we're walking, that damage reduction's in. There we go. And now we can engage again. I mean, Acrylicurus and the Traveler's Pledge working together, it's a good amount of damage reduction. Throw our armor on top, it'll probably stop us getting one-shotted by a lot of things, but it's still a very painful thing when things don't quite... Ah! Oh my word. Right. Definitely going back to town. So painful. So incredibly painful. Oh, we may as well put our points in for the moment. But we've got time. It's just a shame because it's slowing us down, is what it's doing. Let's wait until there's like 20 seconds left on it. Right, that'll do. Because Archon's strong enough to survive all this. Geez, that was really close. All the pain, all the wank right back to town. Before this thing appears on us. Just until Archon's ready, and then we'll go back in and we'll try. But yeah, this run is not going quite as well as previous ones have. Uh-oh. Got him. I am not happy with how that went. I am really not happy. Okay. Let's carry on putting up the Golgok of Swiftness, because those tiny, tiny bits of dodge are going to be really, really useful. Right. And we are pretty close to gaining level. We could just jump into the next one. But I think that's probably going to be sensible for us to do. Before we do that, we'll just ask... Yes!
I can't afford that.
We have Chandotos' will. Okay, right. So... this is definitely going to be worth us playing with. Alright. Handing it in. No, we're still at a good place for levels in the future. Right, we are going to take a little bit of time. So, Miriam, we're going to re-roll that socket. We're going to re-roll it into cooldown reduction. Okay, we want that to be better. Better. I mean, at the moment it's taking money, but we've got lots of money, so... okay, that's probably good enough. Then we're going to use a Ramalama Ding Dong to add a socket. And now we need to look at which of these is... this is going to be the best one. So we could re-roll critical hits grant arcane power. I suppose we don't have any vitality on this, but an extra 15% toughness would be nice. Yeah, let's re-roll that. Because this is primarily for us doing the speed run. Might also work for cooldown skills 5%. It's better than nothing. So this can go all the way up to 8. Not resource costs. 6 is better than 5. Oh, come on. Be good to me. RN Jesus. Smile and shine on me. Your favored son. Man, it really wants to give me one of those spectral blade things. Also, it keeps... I mean, the chance of getting this up is absolutely huge. Let's go for the other one just for change. We can only do this 27 more times before we need more death's breaths anyway. It's not feeling good, guys. Twelve more tries. All these resources. And it's actually costing us 2.5 million each time now. I mean, if we don't get it, then 6% is fine.
I cannot follow you if we just stand around.
Yeah, whatever. Wait your turn. Okay, didn't quite go according to plan, but it's still okay. Let's ID our stuff. Witching Hour, don't care. Woodward. That's kind of funny. But no. Tower Rashers. We've already got 2. Firebeds down, we've only got 1 of those, so let's get spare. Scourge can go. Peak Sticker is actually not terrible. So we can add a socket to it. Everything's going to cost 10% more, which is fine. Oh wait, it's already got a socket on it. We could re-roll that socket into... yeah, into cooldown of skills. Let's put it in the maybe pile for us to think about. Everything else can get salvaged though, except these two. These two are definitely staying. So, gone, 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 gone. And right. Pull these out. We want speed run first. So, with the 2 of them together, we're a bit stronger in some ways. We're not going to be as strong in others. Explosive Blast is now completely pointless for us. So, Explosive Blast was there to provide us some survivability. I don't know whether to get something that will increase our speed or increase our damage generally. In fact, you know what? Diamond Skin. And we'll get Sleek Shell as well. Yeah, it's not terrible. It's not terrible at all. Okay, so drop this off. And I think we're ready to go in. That Aura of Destruction isn't going to be very powerful at the moment. Let's just get a couple of stacks of it. Gaining a level won't really make a difference for us. Right, that'll do. Back to town. It's just making sure that we're in the best possible state for this. So we're gonna try it again for the 2-minute rift. Fingers crossed, it's going to be very hopeful. Keep feeling like I'm forgetting something, but here we go. Just watching my clock. So obviously we're going to be killing things a lot faster. But we still need to get all the bits from them. And I need to be just a bit less pants, actually. So I've gone and fumbled my fingers and they're in the wrong place. And this is not a brilliant setup, but now that we've got Chandotos stuff, we can try again as easily as we want. The Wave of Destruction is powerful enough. That we can just go near stuff and it will die. So it's really going to allow us to zip around. But we do need things to actually kill. Right, no, we are out of time, but it's a damn good run for something that's not been the right rift type. It certainly feels a lot better. There we go. Got my fingers back on the right keys. So yeah, with the right rift type, and even without a bajillion extra... Oh my god, there's a little secret bit in there. Even without a bajillion Chandotos stacks, it's still powerful enough to not really care about that. You know what? Let's try one more. Yeah, so my fingers were one space further across, so I was hammering the wrong keys as we were going. Luckily, the build involves hammering most of the keys, so it didn't really like stop me doing anything worthwhile, but it certainly wasn't quite as productive as I would have hoped. Right, let's get some more stacks from these guys. That'll do. Right, fingers crossed. Oh my god, this is going to be absolutely terrible. Look at this place. This place is appalling. There's no way this is going to be a 2-minute one. No. Yeah, definitely not a great rift. I mean, I'm not playing it as well as I could, but knowing that the rift is awful, it doesn't encourage you to do your best. The navigation in this area is so bad. Right, let's push on somewhere better. I mean, the wave of destruction is awesome. There is no denying it. Right, let's push on to the next little bit. But yeah, you do need the right rift. And I feel so bad that we had the right rift earlier, but we didn't have Chandotos stuff, and I was a bit pants. So, I mean, that's on me. That's really on me. Off he goes. Right. Well, there's no point in us rushing back, but yeah, that is definitely going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. We're going to keep trying this 2-minute thing. We will eventually get the right rift, so I do hope you're not going to get bored with it. But that's kind of what the whole point in these challenges are. They're supposed to be challenging. If you are enjoying... wait, what did I just get? Natalia's leggings, brilliant. If you are enjoying these videos, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, you should do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Diablo 3. See you soon.